Well, good evening, everybody. This is Ben from Brent and Ben Play Games. My little boy is home with Mama tonight, so I am flying solo. We are just doing a bit of a test run tonight, just getting the channel set up, of course, earlier today. Going to be checking out a game that I haven't played in a while, but a game that I love very, very much called The Blue Prince. Puzzle game, kind of a walking simulator type of game, but a very frustrating game, a very hard game, more challenging, more in depth than it looked on its surface when I first dove into it months ago. It's been a few months since I played it. So, premise here, if you're not familiar, you are playing as a character called Simon. You are an heir to this mansion. I believe it's your grandfather who passes away and leaves it to you. But there's conditions. There's conditions. You have to find the secret room and you have to go through each door. And as you go through each door, you have to draft. You have three choices of a room you can draft, and it changes every day. This is a very fluid house, let's say, very fluid house. Um, you get different tools along the way, keys and gems and monies and all sorts of different knickknacks and doodads that help you along the way. And you have to get through the whole mansion and find a secret room to then, yeah, I guess, get the deed to the house. Until then, you don't get the deed. So every day resets. So you don't get to save and start over the next day. The other kicker here is you have 50 steps. Every time you walk through a room, you lose a step. There are ways to regain steps. You can eat food. There's different rooms where you gain steps and things like that, which you will see as we play through this round. I've played, I think I'm on day 83 or 84. It's, like I said, very, very frustrating. I apologize. I keep looking back. I've got the Colorado Vegas Western Conference final game on. If you're a hockey person, quite an interesting game. Colorado's up 3-0. Vegas now tied it up 3-3. So anyway, I'm a hockey nerd. So we're gonna dive in, and yeah, I'll try to be mindful if you haven't watched or seen this game before to kind of talk a little bit through it. I've played it so much now I forget sometimes, but let's dive in. Well, let's dive in if my controller will work. There we go. There we go. So looking at the wrong screen, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry, just getting my mouse. Put my mouse away. Let my controller take over. All right, there we go. So this is the main lobby. As you can see, you've got three different doors you can go through, and there is a letter right here. So I'll just let you take a moment to read through that. I'll try to give you a moment. So here, really, the key is here: no tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate, and you may not stay overnight. So, seems like quite a gift to be given in a will to earn your right to it. And of course, the old Data Boy, I believe in you message here at the end. Best of luck. Yeah, best of luck. You're resting, you're sleeping. You don't have to worry about this. But let's say Herbert Sinclair or a Bear Sinclair if you're Canadian. So there we go. Now I've been playing for a bit, so there are times where you can gain different allowances or monies each day. I have played enough where I'm getting a little bit of money, and you can see I'm starting with 9 gems and 16 coins. Now, there's one room in this uh, mansion called the freezer where kind of getting towards the end of your run, you feel like, "Oh, I'm not going to make it." There's a freezer room where you can actually freeze some of your assets, and they do regenerate on the next day. So that's pretty cool because you don't get to take anything with you. If you have a bunch of assets at the end of the day, they don't reset typically unless you have something like the freezer. There is a coat room where you can check one item. Where you can so as you play, you can save up some items that will help you along the way. So we have door number one, door number two, door number three. I tend to start over here. I don't know why. I just don't think it necessarily gives me an advantage. So the idea here is you want to continue to keep your paths open. So you want to look at the three rooms that you can draft. Now the guest bedroom has a hidden effect, but it's a dead end. There's no other doors. Parlor and the Nook both have another door to go through, so it keeps your paths open. I like the breakfast nook for a couple reasons. I'm going to show you right here. Aha, you get a key, and you get some brekkie. You get a little breakfast, and with breakfast, you get 10 additional steps. So you have, now gained, 10 more steps after just spending one. So you're plus 9. And you always want to look around the room because sometimes there might be a safe, there might be coins hidden around. Always good to give it at least a once over just to make sure. So now in this, I like this map that it kind of gives you a map of your blueprint of what you're trying to do. You can see up top, you have the foundation. It's an interesting room with all sorts of hidden treasures and things that I won't give away quite yet. And of course, the antechamber, which I have not been inside yet. I have been right up against it with some rooms that I've been able to draft, but not able to enter in. So I'm sure there are plenty of gamers out there who are way more talented than me who probably did this in, 20 runs or 10 runs. That's not me. I am, as they say, I'm an old dude with a young boy, and we enjoy games. We may not be the best at them. So anyway, let's move forward. So we are going to take the store here. Now you see we have the utility closet. You got another dead end, a corridor, which does give you a door, and the commissary, which does give you another door, but does require to spend a gem. But it is a commissary, so there is a shop there where you can buy items. And of course, the utility closet is important. You do have something you have to do in there to open up another potential room down the road. So at some point, you do have to take it, but it's just hard because it does close off a door for you. Oh, so this is kind of hard. Part of me just wants to take the corridor because it's free. I don't have to spend a gem like I do over there. It's not a dead end. So for me, I'll take the corridor. We'll see. Again, once again, it's always good just to keep your eye open, make sure there's no coins kicking around, anything like that. All right. The spare room keeps you going straight up. The pantry kicks you back to the left. Let's see, the observatory kicks you back to the right, which you kind of need now because now you're kind of blocking yourself off from that. There's 5 across as you can, we'll show you here in a moment. There is 5 across though. So there is one more room or row to the right of the breakfast nook. Those are rooms you want to get to. And you can block yourself off really easily if you're not careful. So I think we got 9 gems. I think we're going to take the observatory, and it's a pretty cool room. Show you around. Now, I've already kind of solved the puzzle. A lot of these rooms have puzzles you have to solve. I've already solved this one here. So you have these, I gained some gems. Oh, did I gain a key? Yeah, see, again, I've been playing for a while, so I've been able to gain some things. Southern cross rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Their chests have been added to the entrance hall. All right. So very valuable room here. Now, this doesn't happen at the beginning when you go into the observatory. You have to kind of earn your way to get some of these rewards. So the game is trying to reward you the more you play. I will say that, and trying to give you the right tools. You can see there's books like this you can interact with. I'm not going to sit here and read through it, but it shows you. Oh, kind of cool. And again, like I said, the artwork on this game is absolutely phenomenal. I'm a sucker for games like this. Look at this. You can spin the globes. I love that. Absolutely love that. I guess now I think you can spin. There you go. Used to love doing this in my grandparents' house. A big old globe. I used to piss my grandmother off. Like, you're gonna break it. No, I just wanna spin it. And you can come up here. Just show you guys real quick. And see, this is part of the puzzle. You would spin this around to get that telescope into the right spot. I've already done that, so I'm not going to spin it again. But that is the observatory. So we'll come back down here. There's the little fast move. You can see now with the observatory, I do have the opportunity to go to the right. And you just hope for a good draw. All right, so the den's a good one because it gives you 2 doors. It's free. And you get something for the corridor also gives you 2 doors. You do have to pay for it with a gem. I think at this stage of the game, I'm going to take the den because I gain something. I gain a gem, which you'll see here in a moment. And this is the kind of room I'd love to have in my house. Big fireplace, just nice artwork. These stone walls, look at those. And we do have a safe. Oh, I want to use a key. We only have 2 keys. Yeah, we're probably going to use the key. Why not? Oftentimes there's another key in there. And look at that. There is another key. Oh, it's a secret key, a key to the secret garden. All right. So, worth the spend. And let's go through the store. See what we got. So now you see, now here's what I don't know because I haven't finished the game yet. Do you have to get every single room, all the, every part of the matrix covered here? Because at this point, I don't have the ability to redraw this, to redraft this. There is an element of the game where you can get dice and you can actually redraft rooms when you get a bad draw. So at this point, I won't ever be able to get to this room right here, this room down here on the right bottom corner. So if that's the case, I'm going to keep playing. I'm just going to put the empty closet in there. Red rooms are bad usually, but the empty closet's interesting because if you, as it says, if you join it with another red room, you get a lot of items. You get 4 items, so it can be worth it. But I don't want to waste the parlor. I don't want to waste the patio because those are both 2-door rooms, and there's nothing I can do. As you can see, the parlor, and you can't rotate these. It'd be great if I could rotate the parlor to get down to that other room, another space. And the cool thing is I can draft the empty closet and not walk in it and not waste a step. I'm just not going to waste a step. All right, so bad draw there. And what do we have here? And you can see we're going up this side here, but we still can go back to the entrance hall. We have 2 more doors to go through. So guest bedroom, again, you have a hidden effect, but there's, again, a dead end. A morning room has a room you can go through. The storeroom, number of items, but also a dead end. So I think I am going to take the morning room because it also, you get the 2 gems. but then you'll start with 2 gems tomorrow as well. So it gives you a little bit of a pay forward situation. So hold on just a second. Mhm. Sorry about that. All right, what do we have here? And we have a key. Deposit box key. I've gotten this before. That might come in handy. And just to show you the screen here, so this gives you again your blueprint. You have I'm at day 82 as you can see. And it's cool. You can scroll actually you can scroll through all the different days. I'll take a moment to show you guys. I've had some days. So I see like right there, I got pretty close on day 71, day 70. And you can see where I missed some rooms. There's a couple. That one right there is one. I got really darn close. You can see I'm right up against the antechamber. There was one where I had that one was pretty good. Let's say I had one I had 42 rooms. I think it's 48 total. Oh, let's see. I won't waste too much time here. 30, that one's pretty good. Maybe not. Maybe 40 is my high. See, my first room was 9 rooms. I had no idea what I was doing. But it's kind of cool. You can kind of see your history of what you were doing. But anyway, going back to the inventory, you can see you've got how many steps you have, how many keys, gems, money, and then it shows you what you have in your inventory. Right now, I have a vault key, I have a secret garden key. You can see some letters, some red letters. Those are letters I've picked up in the house. And then there is an outer room, which, if we're lucky, we might be able to see on this run. All right. Oh, yes, I got to pick up my gems. And there's the newspaper here if you haven't read that. So I'll give you a second to read through that. It's part of the story. It's not enough explosion in this game for my kid. He would get awfully bored. And nobody's smashing into each other. There's no no explosions, Daddy. It's boring. Is that the walking simulator type of games that Daddy actually enjoys? All right. Move over here. All right. So we have a couple we have some good choices. The Great Hall, which gives us a lot of rooms, but a lot of locked doors. So it's a lot of keys you need for that. The weight room, which again, a lot of doors, but look at the cost. You got to lose half your steps. I don't want to lose half my steps. And then there's the rotunda. Gives you a couple doors. It does cost 3 gems. I have 16 gems right now. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Of all the rooms, probably the rotunda, because I only have one key. That's not going to help me in the Great Hall. I'm going to the rotunda. Let's do it. And you can see there's a little bit of a puzzle here with this. All right, we have the parlor, we have the archives. Archives, as red rooms go, not as bad. Not quite as painful. I have the passageway, which of course gives you. So you can in the rotunda, you can rotate. This is the one room where you can rotate. Um, where you go, so you can rotate to a different side. Now we feel pretty good about being on this side, so we're good. I'm probably just gonna take the parlor because it's gives me another path, and there's another little puzzle in here I can show you guys as well. All right. So there's the letter. All right, so here's the puzzle. There's three boxes, which I'll show you in a second. There will always be at least one box which displays only the true statements. There'll always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. So depending on how sharp your mind is, here's an apple. This is going to give us some steps. There we go. And we got to take this key for the lock boxes. All right. Time to read some statements. The empty boxes both have false statements. Okay. The blue box is false. The white box is empty. All right. What do we think it is? Blue box is false. The white box is empty. Well, I think that's false because, although it might be empty box with the false statements. It's false. Both of those can't be true. The white box is empty. I think it's the blue box. I'm taking the blue box, everybody. Let's go. Ah, it was a black box. It was a black box. See, I don't always think that through. I bet it was the black box because if the blue box is false, the white box is empty. The empty boxes both have false statements. I'm like 50% of the money on that puzzle. I just there have been a couple times where I've been like, I know I got that right. That one I'm just guessing. I just didn't have the patience to probably think through it the way I should have. All right, let's go through this door. It's too bad because you get a couple of gems if you get it right. All right. Okay, utility closet. All right, so this is painful. The gym, which gives you another path forward, you lose a couple steps going in. The vault, which is a dead end, it costs you 3 gems, but you get 40 coins. So a big payoff. Now, again, we still have two entrances all the way back down in the entrance hall that we have to get back to. So part of me thinks I take the utility closet, I do what I have to do in there, and then I go back. I think that's what we're gonna do. Save my gems. We gotta turn the garage on. That's the switch you have to flip. Garage is on. This VAC indicators. I know there's a puzzle behind it. I have no idea. I just always turn them on. I have no clue yet. You would think I would know after playing as much as I have, but I do not. Now, the rotunda, here's what I want to find out. Can we hit this button and see what else happens? So you can see that door is shut already. To the observatory. Oh, come on. Aha, look at that. We have another door. Beauty of the rotunda. And it's the dining room, so this could save us some huge, huge steps. Gives us a couple of ways to go both north and south. So we're taking the dining room, everybody. Now, when you get to level 8, and we are at, do I have a level? Rank 4. So when you get to like, I think it's rank 7 or 8, this turns into a meal. Gives you a bunch of steps. So pretty cool. I think it's rank 8. we're gonna go this way first. Okay. Hallway. Dark room is tough. So dark room, we may have to venture into eventually. You don't get to see what you draft when you go in there. The lights are out. So you just are literally throwing darts to the wind. Again, there's a great hall with all the locked doors. I have no keys. So I think the hallway is going to take it. It gets us back to the entrance hall. Not a bad thing. Does close off that door right there, which is too bad. And we'll see here, there's a note. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. On the west wing is, of course, they're on the left side of the house, which we have not ventured to yet. Part of why I tend to start on the other side, I guess. Whether that's right or wrong, I have no idea. No clue. All right, pantry, bird caves. So, cloister. Oh, that costs us 3. But it's a 4-door room. It only gives us access really to 2. Pantry's kind of a dead end now. Archives at least. It gives us 1. It gets us back to entry hall. We're taking the archives here, guys. We're taking the archives. Costs us nothing. There's back to the entrance hall. And there's some things. Pretty cool. You can see all these old articles. I'll give you guys a moment to read through. Sorry, just watching the hockey game there. You can see there's quite the backstory they give you with the characters, with some of the family. Um, quite a little bit of storytelling, and you have to kind of discover it as you go through the game, which kind of keeps you coming back for more, which I kind of like. So quite the little room we have here. So we really just have the entrance hall we can go back to, or this one door. You can see here. Sorry, it's so slow. That door is shut. It's the entrance hall. Again, it's worth walking through to just make sure there's no coins on the floor. Just cool. I mean, just such cool artwork. Like the detail they put into some of the artwork here. Very easy to miss it if you're just like flying through the game, but love the style. Love the style. All right, so now we come back here. You have a bedroom, the weight room, which is, of course, lose half your steps. Archive floor plan. Now, you don't know what you're getting, but it costs you a couple of gems, so it's probably pretty good. But down this low, the bedroom gets you now. It's funny because the bedroom gets you another room down below, so it saves you a couple steps, but it runs you into the entrance hall again, so you really become beholden to that entrance hall. So you know what? I think the archive floor plan might be the right fit here. I've got plenty of gems. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. What do we get? A passageway. Not bad. Not bad. Unless we need keys. Now, there is one room called the coat closet, which I did in the last game, the last day I played. I have a key card, like a hotel key card, and there are gonna be doors where you need that, where a key won't work. You need to have a key card, but you don't get it back unless the coat closet comes back up as a room. So that's of course the trick. Ooh, they're getting punchy. Oh, Vegas, Colorado. They're getting a little bit punchy over there. That's rude. How rude. All right, we're gonna come down here. And the further you go in the game, the more the rooms you need keys or some sort of either key card or key to get in. So see, the pantry doesn't do us any good. Chapel is okay because that gives you another path, and the archive floor plan. Think of the chapel. It costs you a buck. I don't mind giving a buck to the chapel. They're doing a lot of good work in the chapel, so takes you one out. But then sometimes, like right here, the chapel gives. See, God takes away, but then God gives right back. So when you have a giving heart, Jesus gives it back right to you. So there you go. It's my message for the day. All right. So you can go that way. And if we go this way, you will see that that door right back to the entrance hall is already open. All right. So onward we go. And we have commissary, not that. Archive floor plan doesn't cost us anything, but we don't know what we're getting. Walk-in closet's pretty cool because we get 4 items, but it's a dead end. But we do have the passageway up top, so I feel pretty good about the walk-in closet here because those are items we're probably going to need. So what do we get? What do we get? We got to look around a little bit. We got a gem, a key. We got a telescope, and there should be one other item. Haha, right there. Car keys. And we already have flipped the switch in the utility room, so oftentimes on the west end of the house, the garage will be there. And that can be a pretty fun room to go into. I won't spoil it if you don't know what I'm talking about. See, they took another dime away from us. All right, back to the passageway. Now loaded with an actual key if we need it. We will. West Wing hallway, that's a good one. The bunk room. Not gonna deal with much there. Archive floor plan, we don't know, and of course, cost you. West Wing hallway is the right move. See, that's blocked off from the walk-in closet on the other side. You figure, like, who's the architect of this house? Like, just blow out some doors. All right, close exhibit. Pretty cool room, but the doors in this room are security locked, which you need that key card, and I don't have it right now, so that kind of sucks. We know that's a dead end. I'm probably going to take the archive floor plan. Take my chances. All right. Another dead end. That's not great, but we do get a banana, which gives us 3 steps. And there's a cool little book here. This is a cool little The Red Prince. You see the name? If you remember that name, something you read earlier in the game. Or children's books that she read. It's just cool. Like I don't know, like everybody wants like games that go, have explosions and fighting and and nothing wrong with those games. The Call of Duty type games, they're all fun, but sometimes like games like this with like cool stories and cool artwork and just little nooks and crannies like this, I guess the older I get, the more I really enjoy games like this. So again, my kiddo would be bored out of his mind right now. He'd be asleep uh, watching daddy play this. And maybe you are too. And if so, you're welcome. I hope you get a good night's sleep. I'm just gonna kind of breeze through this, but it's just cool. It's really cool stuff. So I don't know. Sometimes there's other things in this room. Yeah, it's one of those dead end kind of rooms, which is great if for a bedroom, but not great if you're trying to play the game. So really, we're down to Well, hold on. I can go back to the dining room, but I think I have a key now, so I can go back to the dining room too. All right, but let's try the passageway. See what happens. All right. Commissary blocks us off. We can archive floor plan. We don't know. And dark room blocks us off. So we gotta go archive floor plan here, and just hope and pray. Oh no! It took our steps away, and you can already see without going in there, we need the key card. What a bad draw! Not even worth going in there. Not even worth going in there. So we got to see if we can go back to that dining room. Yeah, a couple rooms up. Not far away, luckily. And we're at rank 3, so I'm close to. All right, we have a key. It's a great hall. Obviously, a lot of doors, but we have no keys. Commissary, gem required, but it takes us to a dead end. I get an archive floor plan. We got to go with it. Might be the end of the game. Oh, it's gonna be the end of the game. That's a bungle. So another room, but another item. Magnifying glass can help you inspect documents of the estate more closely. And then there's a guess the bedroom and when you may only make one guess, so you can just like guess the bedroom that you can drop later and you get something. I'm just gonna guess 14. I don't know. See if it works. So even though we have 27 steps left, we are out of rooms to go into, as you can see on the map. The weight room is the only other room, but we don't have the key. Don't have my key card, which is in the coat room, which has not been drafted today. So we're kind of out of luck. And that's how this game goes. That's the frustration of the game. It's what frustrates you. It's what also brings you back to continue to play. The replayability of this game is awesome. The artwork is awesome. The story is way more in depth than what you think when you first start the game. It's a very unassuming game for sure. One of the most unassuming games I've played in a long time, and I absolutely love it. So, with that said, we're going to call it a day. I'm going to call it. Unfortunately, I know it's too bad, but there we go. So, that is a run through of the blueprints, and it gives you a ranking here. So Mount Holly, you got a rustic villa ranking, 22 rooms. I got reached rank 5. It took 26 steps, found 5 items. If you find a new room, it will tell you we found no new rooms on this one. So it becomes part of your history of the game. And we are going to save and quit. So I'll say, guys, just a lovely game. If you're looking for a fun, challenging puzzle game that will keep you coming back, I would definitely recommend the Blueprints. As you can see, I've played quite a bit and still have so far to go to try to defeat this thing. And again, you can go on here to the internets and you're going to find someone that played it in 5 days or 10 days and beat it. And they're great, good for them. That's not me. I'm not that kind of player. But a lot of fun. So anyway, thank you for checking this out. And tomorrow we're gonna have my kiddo back. We're probably I think probably gonna do some Mario Maker 2, a game we just picked up for him. He's loving it and wants to dive into it. So we'll probably do a little video on that. And yeah, there'll be a combination of he and I doing games, and then there'll be some nights when he's not here where I'll do a live stream or do some sort of a game here, do a video on a game, and have some fun with it. I'm going to try to keep it very family friendly here on this channel, of course, and so everybody can feel comfortable watching and partaking. So Thank you guys so much and enjoy the evening. Happy Memorial Day. We'll talk to you all again soon.